All right. What's going on, everyone? Tyler Santiago here. Episode number 5 of the Santiago Show podcast. Today we have a very special guest, Laura DonDiego, DonDiego Trading.
Yes.
Laura,
Hello.
what's up?
How are you?
I'm living a dream. Can't complain. You know?
Yeah. Busy times?
Yeah, I got, 2
store?
weeks until the national, new store, all that stuff.
The store looks epic.
Thank you.
I think you were like the first person in New Jersey that I bought Pokémon from, actually, at your old store.
Yeah, I remember you coming in with your brother the one day. We made a trade.
Do you remember?
Or I sold it to you. I sold it to you for someone, the Persian cat.
Yes, the Persian cat. Yes.
Is that what was it called?
Yeah, just Persian.
I could have sworn it said Persian cat on the slab. But that was like when you really needed for your PC, right?
Yeah, and I still have it.
Still has it.
Yep.
See?
Never will sell it.
I don't know anything about Pokemon, but I can find a Pokemon card if you need it.
I know you can.
I hit you up and said I found that because you mentioned like you were into the Persian cat or whatever. Like
you know I love cats. Actually, you know what's crazy?
It's not on here?
Persian's not featured on there.
That's wild.
Because that was like my Halloween drop, so it's more of like a spooky. Can you name like one Pokemon on that t-shirt? 10 seconds, go. Name as many as you can. Name one Pokemon.
I feel like I might know that, the purple guy up there. I feel like that's
you know that purple one.
Kirby.
Okay.
I don't know. Squabbles?
Squabbles?
No, who is that?
Gengar.
Alright, I know Gengar.
Tyler.
I cannot remember. So like
Squabbles?
if you showed me pictures like those guys, I have no idea, but I could name some other ones potentially.
I bet you could.
I don't know about all the basic ones, you know. Like, do you want me to? All right. I don't know.
Yeah, redeem yourself if you'd like. But you have like 10 seconds, go.
Pikachu, Mewtwo, Squirtle, Charmander, Charizard.
All right, that's pretty good.
That's like 6, 7 maybe. Yeah, that's not bad. I named Persian cat before too. So.
Yeah, no, we'll take it. I'll take that.
I did used to watch like the cartoon a little bit.
Good, there you
but
go.
I never got into the cards.
Yeah.
Me and my brother used to like Yu-Gi-Oh a little bit, but.
See, I never got into Yu-Gi-Oh.
No.
Still not. No.
What about Magic?
I love Magic.
Not a fan. Oh,
why?
Fun fact.
What?
Down here, there's actual, not on the wall or anything, but like down the plaza right here, there's a TCG store.
Oh, I passed
the
it.
Magic.
Is it good?
Red Seal Gaming. Yeah, they have.
Oh, I have.
They
to
have
come
Magic
back.
tournaments and everything there. They have Yu-Gi-Oh and they have Pokemon.
Awesome.
So definitely got.
Yeah.
They're literally going to be open. They're open till like 1 a.m.
Because
they have
open
tournaments.
Tonight?
Yeah. Well,
swing by.
you go there. My buddy who I went to high school with, his dad owns it. He came in here one day. I'm like, I had no idea.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Small world.
Yeah, I just started collecting Magic a little more, just because the art's like so sick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to play yet, but I'm working on it. But it's the hardest game to play, I promise you.
Mm-hmm. Couldn't tell you.
It's so tough, but the art's super cool. So
Is
I
there
like
like
to
a
collect
rule
it.
book?
It's just like vicious. Like you're gonna cry.
So it's like D&D.
Yeah.
You ever play D&D?
I've watched, but I've never played.
I had to play D&D once for a class in Union County College. It was like
Really?
digital storytelling. In 3 weeks of the like 15-week semester, we played D&D for like 3 hours.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, it was. I
good?
I liked it. Yeah, it was all right. I had a lot of dexterity.
A lot of dexterity.
Yeah,
I like that
that's
word.
one of the terms. I don't remember what else, but now like, I don't know. Do you watch Stranger Things? Did you finish it?
I know. No, I have the last episode, so don't tell me.
Just the last
like the
episode?
3-hour one.
Okay. So I'm not going to spoil anything, but obviously, you know, they play D&D
Yes.
in there. So that like, kind of gave me like a spark again. I wonder if they play D&D down there, but
Oh.
D&D's fun.
That's fun to get into. I'm always looking for new stuff to
yeah, or like
get into.
that one, what is it, like LARPing? Did you ever do that?
They had that at my college as a, I went to Rutgers. They had it as like a extracurricular or whatever.
I went to Rutgers too, but I didn't know they had that.
Went to Rutgers?
Yeah.
How do we not know this about each other?
I feel like I've made it pretty known, but I guess not. I don't know.
Did I just forget? I have like the memory of a fish, so.
So they had a LARPing
You know, on
club.
Cook campus.
Honestly, I never made my way over to Cook.
Okay.
Never had to. College Ave and Livy, that's it.
I lived on Cook for 2 years, so every day when I'd walk to the bus, LARPers. It was epic.
That's wild.
I bet you were on the team and you're just too embarrassed.
Definitely not. It could never. Could never. If you had to LARP, who would you dress up as? Is there like?
I
Do they
don't
do
know.
like?
Are there
Well, because I feel like you've been to a lot of like what do you call them? Like Pokemon cons?
Yeah, there aren't many LARPers at the Pokemon cons. More like
Really?
anime people.
So they
like
dress
anime
up
that
as-
dress up, yeah.
What's like the sickest Pokemon costume you've ever seen?
Honestly, they're all pretty weak. They're all like just the onesie pajamas
You're-
that you zip up.
You're just not getting me excited to go.
There's nothing I can do for you there.
There's like no costume contests or anything?
Sometimes there are, but they're just, I don't know. They're not. I'm not like a dresser upper. You know me. Like this is how I dress.
Baggy shirt,
baggy
shorts.
shirts, and that's my vibe.
I feel that.
Yeah.
Kind of the same vibe. I like to be relaxed.
Yeah, you got all your fashion sense from me.
I don't know about all that. maybe. Not the short shorts, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, not the short shorts.
I'm also not a big, what are those, Yeezys?
Gucci.
Gucci, all right. I'm not
Come
into.
on.
I'm not into the designer, and I don't really
You
like
don't wear Yeezys?
I have like 2 pairs.
What the
Very rarely will I wear them because I'm the kind of person I just cannot mix, checks and stripes. I can't do both.
That's fair enough. And
Can't
coming
do
from
it.
me, I'm a big Drake fan, so I feel like I'm
Yeah.
cheating on him when I wear the Yeezys. But
Drake, if you're gonna be at the National,
Drake, don't listen.
Don't
Imagine
listen.
Drake's at the National.
that would be wild. Come to the TCG trade night. Give us the
Friday,
details.
July 29th, 8 to 10 p.m.
We're at.
at Ton Tavern. Yeah, I'm hosting the first ever TCG trade night at
Okay.
the National, so no pressure at all. 8 to 10 p.m. Friday, July 29th, and it'll be open bar, free food, so I'm
Can't say no to open
enticing
bar.
everybody to come and bring your cards, and it'll be fun.
How'd you start that up? Like, how'd that come to fruition?
I got a call, and I honestly couldn't believe that they were asking me to do it. I always wonder how did you find me when there's so many other big accounts out there,
Mhm.
And
Jersey girl, gotta hope.
Yeah. So yeah, just was asked to do it, and then kind of over the last 6 months, even though I just announced it a week ago, was just planning and planning and planning. And for a second, we were like, there's no way this is going to happen. First of all, it costs a lot of money to rent out a space in Atlantic City.
And it's a whole restaurant,
It's
right?
a whole restaurant. It's last minute. I've never done something like this before, so it was just a lot of planning and a lot of fast track, having to
dope.
get right into it. But very excited.
I've hosted my fair share of trade nights, but never at an actual restaurant or something.
Yeah.
So that should be.
Well, you've hosted
pretty dope.
major events before. I feel like your name is always up on all the events. I feel like.
I try. It's so many people ask sometimes, and it's if I'm not going, they still want to throw my name on it.
Yeah.
or,
How do you feel about that?
I mean, you always got to get permission, but
Yeah.
it's definitely interesting. Some people don't really know how to communicate, and I feel like that's
That's
a
true.
lost thing nowadays. Is people just assume things without actually talking to you. So I feel people or multiple people are running it, and you talk to one, and the other one has a different idea.
And they don't even talk to each other.
Yeah, so there's one example. I'm not going to mention the show, but I was asked to be a sponsor. I was basically told by one guy who was helping put it on that I'll get free tables, blah, 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 if I, sponsor, put my name on there, whatever. I'm like, all right, that's cool. And the next time I talked to someone for the show, it was a guy who actually ran it, and he called me, and he was like, hey, coming to the show still? I'm like, yeah. And he goes, oh, we just got to settle up. I'm like, settle up? What do you mean?
Settle
He
what?
goes, well, for the 3 tables and whatever, I got you down for $1,500 with the
God.
sponsorship. I'm like, yeah, it's not really what I was told. And to be honest with you, I got to travel out there, bring all this stuff, and you're talking 3 tables
Yeah.
for a show all the way across the country. The hell am I going to bring with me?
Jeez, yeah. No,
So
that's
that wasn't ideal, but
yeah.
I feel
I've ran into a bunch of stuff like that too, and I've become so particular with
Mhm.
who I work with now just because of that. Trusted
yeah.
brand partners and stuff is so important, and you learn pretty quick in the hobby who to work with and who not to. I think you know
Good
that.
people attract good people.
Yes.
I always like to say
Good
that.
vibes attract good
Yes,
vibes. Good
I agree.
energy.
Well, speaking of that, so one of our first episodes we talked about pet peeves. What's a pet peeve of yours?
Oh my God.
In the hobby.
Oh, in the hobby.
Oh well, yeah, not. I guess we could do in
wanna
life
know
and in the
my
hobby.
Number one pet peeve of life:
Let's hear it.
forgetting my password. and then having to.
But that's you pissing yourself off, not like.
Well, yeah, and that's fine. Like, that happens. Like, you forget your password, then you send the link, and then you redo a new password, and then you can't log in again because you had already forgotten the password you just made. That's my number one.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Pet peeve of life. It is. Pet peeve of the hobby, though? Probably. Okay, here it is. I know it.
Ready.
When I don't answer my DMs, and like I try to answer everyone's DMs, and then they message you and say, well, forget it. You're like this, and this anyway. And I'm just like, it's not personal. Like, I don't read all my DMs because I'm doing other things.
You get requests and all that, too.
Yeah, there's like the whole request folder, and then sometimes I'll look through it.
Yeah.
And then it'll be like such a nice message, and then, well, F you, like, all this stuff. And I'm like, whoa, like.
I get that, too. It sucks. Like,
Yeah.
you literally, like, one thing that I understood a long time ago, and I feel like people still don't, is people feel so entitled. And you literally can just not please everyone. Like, you never will.
Yeah.
There's no way to do it. Like,
yeah, and you have, like, a crap ton of followers, so you get it. Like,
so do you.
But back when, remember when you had, like, 100, 200, 1,000, whatever, followers, and, like, your DMs were more manageable? Like, I don't know about you, but I'd always answer because I was just getting started, and you're, and these people think that you, like, switched up on them now that you have, like, more followers and stuff. But it's not like that,
It's not personal. It's just
not.
Shit happens.
Yeah.
Get busy or doing things. Like, whole life doesn't revolve around being on Instagram and answering messages.
Imagine, like, but yeah. What about yours?
My biggest pet peeve, honestly, I don't even remember what I said, so I think, I don't know. I hate when people bring up, I think this was it. I hate when people bring up, like when you're selling a card, comps, they're like, oh, well, it sold for this, like, 3 months ago. Let's use Aaron Judge, for example, because I think that's the example we used. Aaron Judge, in the beginning of the season, was killing it. MVP, hot as could be, best player in baseball. And this guy's trying to tell me, oh, this card sold for, $250 3 months ago. I'm like, okay. It was not card number 5. You're talking 3 months later. The guy's, probably the MVP of the season so far. It's, like, not really relevant. Like, why are you, that's not really going to work on me. He goes, oh, this sold for this, but, like, there's no context behind it. So I hate when people just, like, try to pull one over on you.
For sure.
Or, like, we'll just send you, like, the lowest or whatever. Like, if it sold for less recently, if I want my price, I want my price. But if I want to work with you, I'll work with you.
Yep.
But it's all about how, like, people come off and communicate with you.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely.
Like, why should I sell it to you for so-and-so one?
That happened to me literally all last night.
Supply and demand, too, is
yeah, totally. Oh, my God. A little different, too, with sports and Pokemon, because your prices are based on how the players do.
Performance, yeah. Like,
whereas,
Squirtle's not going to go out there and tear an ACL.
No. So it's we're a little more, like, leveled out,
So how does, like, I tell you all the time, I don't know Pokemon for shit. Like, how does Pokemon pricing work?
It's based off, like, at least in my opinion, like, the rarity and the scarcity of the card and how hard it is to get the cards. So there's, like, promo cards in Pokemon, so, like...
And those, like... Well, that's, like, I guess
they
retail
come in,
stuff.
like, the little, like...
The clear thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, the little cellophane packs or whatever. Or, like, there's some, like, you have to literally go to Japan, participate in this event, and then you get a card. Or you have to win a tournament, and there's only, like, 100 released. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, like, pricing based on that is just, like, the amount that was printed, how you had to get it, and stuff like that.
It's pretty interesting.
And I guess popularity is always, like, plays a role.
So who's,
Charizard's,
like... Who's, like, not popular in here? This guy? I don't know.
Actually, there are some not popular ones.
So who's that?
Honestly, I don't even know.
Wow.
I typed in, like, Spooky. That's, like, my least favorite one on the shirt.
Okay.
And then, like, Haunter, the one up there that looks like a little whatever.
So you don't even know who that is.
Mischievous.
I know, I heard of him.
Sometimes you gotta just make cool stuff even if...
That's pretty interesting. Well, I just stumped DonDiego on a Pokemon. That's on her shirt.
I definitely don't know every Pokemon, that's for sure. When I'm live streaming, sometimes I'm like, which one is this? Because the new ones also look like rocks or buildings. Like, they're not animals anymore. Like, so.
Creatures, animals.
You know I'm into, like, the little cute creatures.
Yeah, Kirby. Gengar.
Kirby. I liked, what do you call them after? Like, Bobble Butt or something?
Wobbles. That's a character from Luke Cage Marvel show. Wobbles got killed in jail.
I don't hate that name.
I like Wobbles. That's pretty solid.
What's your fish's name?
Fishy. I swear.
I believe
Classic, right?
Yeah.
My cat's name? I think I told you this before. I have 2 cats.
I don't remember the names.
So I have a cat. If I call that Fishy, what do you think I call the cat?
Cat.
No.
Kitty?
Kitty.
I can't stand you.
I got Kitty, and then there's another one. That's Munchie. She got a good name.
Munchie? That's
Munchie.
cute. Oh my god.
Munchie's a good one. What are your cats' names?
Derek and Corey.
Derek and Corey.
Yeah. Human names.
Derek and Corey.
Like studs, you know?
And then you have the fur ball, the dog,
I
right?
have the dog, yeah. Whiskey.
Whiskey.
Yeah. Good name.
Use some whiskey when you're, I feel that. That's wild. Why do you love cats so much? Persian cat. 2 cats.
You know
Cats.
Persian cats are like $3,000, by the way, like
Are they
real
like
ones.
the bald ones?
No, those are the Sphinx.
Sphinx.
Persians are like the big fluffy white ones. I don't know. I just grew up loving cats. Why do you like baseball?
Because I grew up playing baseball.
There you go.
I mean, I guess.
You
If
know?
you say so. It's like saying, why do you love Pokemon?
That's true.
Why do you love Pokemon?
Because I grew up collecting Pokemon.
Okay, so like, I remember when I met you on Instagram. I saw one of your posts. I DM'd you, I think. And I don't remember what the fuck it was, but I was like, yeah, I have a shop in Mattawa. She goes, oh, I'm in Manalapan. No, all right, now I remember. I posted like a picture of reel. You commented on it, or someone tagged you. And then I think you DM'd me or I DM'd you, and we like talked about it. I'm like, yeah, I have a shop in Mattawa. I'm like, stop by sometime. And I remember it was about, I posted something Pokemon. And you're like, oh, I haven't seen this in a while. And you,
Probably.
I don't remember. I just saw you.
We should scroll.
That would be sick.
And I think I was randomly in the area too, at like where your old
'cause
shop
you were
was.
with your brother.
I was with my brother. I was like, I'm pretty sure that dude Santiago is around here. Like, we should stop in.
I think it might have been because of Rob. I think you, like,
No,
Rob
I
the
think
camera
I
guy.
met him though through you. I thought.
Yeah, but like, he's a little older than me. I feel like you guys might have had a mutual friend, and he like showed me something. I don't remember. I want to remember
Yeah,
so
I want to
bad.
know.
But that is pretty wild.
Yeah.
But like, you were just getting back into it back then,
Mhm.
and that's like a year and a half ago almost.
Yeah.
That's when I first opened.
Yeah. Like, I stopped collecting for a pretty long time.
You were adult for a bit. Now you're.
Yeah. Like, I wasn't collecting like in college or high
Mhm.
school or anything like that, but
So what did you do with your OG Pokemon cards when you started getting back into it? Did you still have them?
Nope.
Brutal. What do you think happened to them?
I think my mom threw him out. Mom, if you're listening, coming for you.
That sucks. I feel like I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
So many people like threw out their, their parents threw their cards
Yeah.
out, or they threw them out, or
Yeah.
stuff like that. What do you think you had in there? Any first edition
Oh my
Charizard,
God,
Shadowless?
probably. Yeah, see,
Really?
you know your stuff.
I
Tyler.
know the good ones.
Probably. I do have some stuff from my childhood. So, like, my parents, my dad was a big collector too, and they were very, like, taught me to, I guess, like, the value of things in the future. So I have all these, like, sealed blister packs still from when I was a kid that they kind of just, like, hid away and didn't let my brother
Didn't
and
you
me
post
open.
them a while ago?
Yeah, I think I was laying down and put them all over my body or something.
I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the only thing I think I still have from my childhood, which is a pretty cool memory.
Better than nothing.
But it makes it much harder to like let go of them, open them, or sell them. So they're just sitting
I feel
sealed
that.
with me.
So one thing that I grew up with, I'll get it right here. This is like my favorite product. This just came out. So this is Topps Pristine Baseball. They haven't made this product in 17 years since
Oh
2005.
my God.
Which is one of my favorite players of all time, Justin Verlander, he's a Detroit Tiger. And they just brought this out again. And it's like very limited. Like I tried to get what I could, and people that I've been buying stuff from are like, we didn't get a lot of it.
Yeah.
So
What will you do with it? Open?
So this one I'm gonna open eventually. I'm trying to, I bought more today, but I feel like it's so limited, and people who get a lot of allocation didn't get a lot of it. So like,
Yeah.
I feel like next week, so right now this is probably like a $425
Oh, I was just
box.
gonna ask, like, if you showed me that and told me it was $20,000, I'd believe you. Like with sports, I don't know if it's $2,000 or $150,000. You know?
Well, do you ever buy any wax or like any of the Pokemon stuff and be like, all right, like in a month from now, like when it stops printing, because I know it relies
Yeah.
heavily on that, like this is gonna go up. Like, do you hold
Yeah,
anything?
I do. That's like a big business model, I guess, for us. Like, we buy a lot. Like, even the sets, like, people are like, this is trash, we don't like it, and it goes down in price. That's when I'm buying it all up. And I'm holding on to it because I know when it's out of print, that's when people are going to start wanting it
I
again.
feel like, listen, I don't know really like my names. Like I know what I have over there because I have a little bit, but like I feel Champions Path was one of those that people didn't like. It was like
Oh
way
my God.
overproduced, and then
So much, and yeah,
like
that
starting
was
to come
like
back
one
a
of the
little
most
bit.
graded, I think the most graded Charizard ever
Yeah.
from Champions Path. So
I think I have one.
You
in
do?
The little thing
Let's
that I
go.
never graded from like a year ago.
well, don't worry about it now.
Yeah, no, forget it.
Just yeah.
What is that worth in town? Like $100?
Yeah, it's like just gone down so much now because it's just been graded like out of the ass. Can you say ass on here?
You could say whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
I don't care. No, but this I think next week is gonna be like probably like a $550, $600 box.
Wow. So that quick.
Yeah, I feel like people don't really know like what they have here. Like, first of all, there's no other product that has a box like this. This is like a big box, and the packs they come in are very weird. So you're getting case cards. You can get them in there. You can get patch autographs and stuff like that. I feel like we might as well just fucking rip it.
We're doing
I
it?
want to,
Really?
Because all right, so.
Don't you want to do? Would you rather do it with someone that can be excited with you?
No, because I'm like, I just want to rip
I
it.
don't know.
I'd rather
All right,
get
who
this.
are we
This is
looking
my
for?
favorite product
We're
of all
doing
time.
That? Shit.
We'll get through it together. I saw my
Okay.
brother rip them, and I ripped one pack because he was breaking today.
Okay.
So I got 3 in the mail, ripped them all for one dude, killed it. Super Fractor, 101 Auto, Wander Franco. You've heard of Wander Franco?
Yes, I have heard of Juan Franco.
He's one of the best. So like, I'm gonna open this up.
I know a few baseball players.
Who's that? No, it's good.
Literally no idea.
Are you kidding me? Who's that? Come on.
Mike Piazza?
Are you actually
I
joking with me?
genuinely don't know. Give me a
Mike
hint.
fucking Trout.
I was so close.
Oh my
I was so
god.
close. I said Mike Piazza.
Not even close.
Oh,
All right,
those are
Mike.
cool.
So.
Why are they so chunky?
Because there's encased cards. So you get
Okay.
6 packs. There's 1 encased card per pack.
Okay.
And all right, so let me just read the box. So you get 2 autographs and 1 autograph relic per box.
Okay.
So there's gonna be potentially 1 autograph in the encased card. So like feel the pack. You'll feel like the hard,
Yeah.
like mag almost.
Yep.
There's gonna be, I'll just open one up. So like, here we go. So this one's different. This one, you're gonna open up the pack first. It has the encased card right there, the top's pristine. And I remember buying these. I have so many. I should have got some of the older ones out. So we might as well just show the encased card first. Torrey Hunter. All right, that's not awful.
Is it
He's a former Tiger. He's retired, but he could be a Hall of Famer. So that's an on-card autograph in there, encased, not numbered. And then in here, so that's 1 auto down. You're gonna have another pack inside of a pack. And look, it's like connected. Like they put it over and then wrap it. And then right here, they also have these like wrapped around.
I like
like
the little tops.
Yeah, right?
Logo
Have you ever
on
seen
them.
this shit
Actually,
before?
Never in my
No,
life.
it's wild.
Do you like it?
I love it.
You love it?
I love it. Topps Pristine is my favorite product of all time. I made a reel today. I made a post about it. This is what I love. I remember going to card shows when I was a kid, and these base cards, like they're just super dope. They're like chrome, nice design. This is a refractor, Vidal Brujan. That's the 101 Super Factory pulled today. So I just remember going, like these base cards, like back then, you would look at the Beckett, the book, and they'd be worth like $1, $1.25 as a base card, which is like kind of a lot. So I'd go through dime boxes and buy them for 10 cents a piece and flip them for $1. Like, cause they're just cool. You didn't see them.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, we got a red one.
They're
Oh my
pretty.
God. Is that to 5? Roberto Clemente to 5? My brother's gonna be pissed. He loves Roberto Clemente. That's not even an auto. All right. Let's fucking go.
So it's out of 5?
Yeah, 5 of 5.
That's sweet.
That's one of the goats
That's
right
sweet.
there. Do you know? Have you
I
ever
have heard of him.
Okay.
Yes.
So here's the story behind Roberto Clemente. He was flying back. I forget where he's from. I think it's the DR. No, Puerto Rico. He's Puerto Rican. All right. So he's like a legend in Puerto Rico.
Okay.
He's flying back from doing like some charity work, and plane crash, died. Dead. He had exactly 3,000 career hits. Nuts.
Oh my God.
1972. It was awful story.
Jeez.
But anyways, we'll move on to brighter things. We'll open the pack inside of the pack. First, you got to take the seal off. Here, you can start opening one.
I'm
Let's go.
afraid.
Fuck it. No, just go. I wanted to open these, and I want to open a case, but I'll open a box. I can't get my hands on it.
This is your first time opening this new one. So what do? I hide the...
Yeah, hide the back card. Put it out just like that. All right, so let me go through the base pack, and then we'll get there.
Oh, I forgot. It goes...
Dude, these cards, tell me these cards aren't like pretty.
They are pretty.
They are
you know what I really like? Those downtown cards.
Downtowns are sweet.
Those are really pretty.
Charlie Blackman.
Should I hide this?
And I got, so that's pretty cool. This is like a pristine borders from where he's from. Adrian Beltre, DR.
Hide it?
No, just show this. Oh,
Okay.
we already got the auto. Cecil Field, that's a Tiger. That's my team, but that's not what we want. Fuck. So we still got the patch auto alive. And the patch auto isn't going to be in that either. It's
Okay.
kind of nuts. So that's that. I'll keep that. It's one of the inserts, Pure Power. Pretty dope. I'll take that. 2 PC
Oh,
cards.
jeez. Why does this, like,
Got that Clemente.
not a lot of
Pack
ripping
inside
power.
the pack.
Pack inside the pack. I feel like we're opening up, like, you know those little, the women that go inside the other things, that go inside the bigger one, that go inside the bigger one? I don't even know what else to
dude,
call
I
them.
can't remember.
You know what I'm talking about, though,
I know
right?
exactly what
like
you're talking
everyone's
about.
like aunt or grandma has that.
Some kind of doll.
Rip it or no?
Not yet. Not yet. You could just rip it. So once you do that,
Alright.
then you can rip the pack inside the pack. So take those, slide them out.
I think you got the patch auto. Yep, you
Really?
did. Yep.
Oh my god.
Please be good.
Cherry Walsh. Oh my god, it's gold. Jose Altuve.
Jose
Turn over the number
Altuve?
to 50.
Yes, 21
Alright, that's
out
solid.
of 50.
Right there. That's
Woo!
sweet.
That's really pretty.
Game used on card
That's so
Gold.
sick.
Let me put this shit over.
over here. So we already got our
Jared
3 hits, and we
Walsh.
still have
Like 4 packs left. I don't know if I'm lying.
All right, so now we'll have 4 encased cards and a bunch of other stuff. Eloy Jimenez blue.
To 75, so that's pretty cool.
I like that.
Not my team.
What's like is the top chase Mike Trout?
Trout autos
Trout Ohtani. So there's one card I saw
on the previews. It's like a Trout Ohtani encased auto on card. Rookie wise, I don't think any of the good rookies are really in this one. Ooh, I got a Tiger on top. Alan Trammell, I just met him.
Okay, here we go. Buster. Tria.
Trey Turner.
Trey.
Trey White.
Lars
Ooh.
Newtbar. I like that name.
Purple.
That one's sweet.
That's nice.
Ooh, out of
99.
what? 99?
99.
That's pretty cool.
Really started.
I feel like there's so many different, like the sets are, there's like purple, like it goes by color, right?
Yeah, there's
like
a lot of.
Sapphire, like
Sapphire
red and,
is like a different brand of like Topps Chrome, but yeah.
Aaron Judge. I feel like he's good,
Yeah.
you know?
Ooh, that's
New York
insane.
Yankees.
I hate the Yankees.
Me
We're
too.
watching them
I'm
right
a
now.
Mets fan. Yeah, why are they?
Oh, they're
not?
about to, because I want to see them get killed. My dad's a Reds fan. All right, I got 3 more packs. So if you could pick any Pokemon product to rip, like I'm ripping right now. Like this is like bringing me back.
Yeah.
I never actually opened this stuff, but I just remember like I couldn't
Yeah.
afford this as a kid. So like
Oh
looking
my
back
God,
on
yeah.
it, what's like one product that like you couldn't afford as a kid that like now you'd be like,
I
shit.
feel like
Joey Wendell Orange to 25.
Not trash.
Rafael Devers,
Ooh.
Red Sox.
My brother would like
Pretty.
that. I don't know what you call that. Pristine. So that's some kind of refractor. That's cool.
That one's pretty sweet. I do
bad.
like the orange actually a lot.
The oranges look
That
cool.
one's sweet.
I like
The purple one.
You know, I really like the Japanese stuff,
Mhm.
which I never got my hands on as a kid. So stuff like Team Rocket Returns and even like base set, like you know the OG like base set when we were kids.
So what does like a base set pack go for?
Oh my god. Well, the boxes are so down now. It's insane. They were at the peak like
Is it because of Jake Paul? How do you feel about Jake Paul?
Logan Paul.
Whatever. One of them.
I think it's like good for the hobby, but it's definitely made prices like, you know, slightly unattainable. But what's like,
partially inflated.
it's healthy for. I think it's like healthy, honestly, for the hobby.
to have them
That's
in
my
there,
thought.
Like exposure wise.
Absolutely.
Donaldson.
What do we think?
And Barry Larkin. Better than Jeter.
Oh, I don't like him very much. I don't like his sunglasses at all. Do you?
What? Yeah, he's a legend. I got 2 Griffies. That's the goat right there. One of the goats. I got.
What, 2 packs? I got 1 more, and then you got that one right there.
I don't think you can really pull anything good in these, like the regular packs like that. I don't think you can even pull anything numbered, which kind of sucks.
What are you like opening mostly now?
So I don't do a lot of the breaking anymore. I let my brother do most of it.
So,
Baseball is usually more affordable than football and basketball. So baseball we've been rocking with, but prison football came out, so that's good. There's another Griffey. Insert.
Stunning. I got
Another Devers.
Any WWE that you've been breaking?
Yeah, I saw you were doing Revolution. It's like
Yeah,
cheap and it's
that
really
was
cool.
So fun to open.
True.
they are
I got a Roman Reigns redemption.
Auto?
It's my fave. Yeah.
Yeah, his stuff is
Yep.
expensive for sure.
There's some like 101s too that are like, I think there's one Which one? It's up for like, is it the Cena that's like 30K on eBay?
Probably.
It's insane.
He's about to come back too.
Ooh, I don't know. That looks like it could be good.
One of the, it's like where he's from. That's pretty cool. One of the inserts.
Not that excited about this one.
Not really. It's Max Kepler.
Max Kepler? Come on.
Frank Robinson, one of the most underrated players of all time. Frank Robinson has an MVP in the AL and the NL. Not many people have done that. So that was fun.
That was fun.
Let me do a little recap. Wasn't a great box, but it was fun.
I had fun opening it.
So Torrey Hunter, pristine auto. Cecil Fielder, so that's a couple Tigers right there. And then Jose Altuve to 50.
I pulled that.
She pulled that. And then the Clemente to 5. Now that's a good card. Topps pristine, favorite product of all time. I'm definitely going to rip more. It was there, and I started talking about it, and I was like, all right, fuck it. Might as well.
Yeah, it was like you sounded like you were going to hold on to it, and then we were deep into it 2 seconds later.
I usually rip something anyways, so I figured, why not? And now...
I should have brought Pokemon for us to rip. Damn it. Next time.
My packs are all sold out now.
Fortnite? How do you feel about Fortnite?
I don't play video games.
What?
I live in the real world.
Oh my god.
No,
so
I just don't. And you learned who Mike Trout was tonight. He was also from Jersey.
Let me see him again. He's from Jersey?
Yeah, he's from Millville.
I'll never forget him.
Never. Jersey boy.
Ever in my life.
I'm going to meet him, hopefully. I'm going to an All-Star game this weekend in LA. I've never been to Cali.
I'm going to LA too. You've never been to Cali? What the hell?
No.
I just booked a flight today to leave tomorrow at 5 a.m.
How long are you going to be there?
Till Saturday morning, like real quick trip.
Ah, shit. Never mind.
Yeah.
I get there Sunday. I'm going to Dallas. I'm going to Dallas Friday, and then I'll be at LA Sunday through Wednesday for All-Star games out there.
That would have been fun to stay for. Quick trip.
Yeah, I'm going to Dallas and then there. And my buddy has a connect, so we'll see.
That's
hopefully,
awesome.
Next podcast we'll be able to throw a picture in there, me and Trout. Or like, he got in cards, actually.
Really?
So like, people don't know too much about it, but he's like basically Logan Paul. I mean, he is probably the GOAT of like our generation. So him getting into it, he's like been trading a lot of people.
That's awesome.
Memorabilia for some of his cards. He's been buying cards up for his kid. So like one day he'll have that stuff to like look back on. Like, oh, my dad was like that, blah blah blah.
You think he buys his own cards for his kid?
Yeah, that's what I've been told. And he's looking for like cards with some of the Hall of Famers with him on it, like Ken Griffey, like Hank Aaron, Acuna, like
that's so cool.
Guys that he'd be like, oh, my dad played with like these guys. Like those are legends too. It's pretty
awesome.
dope.
I always wonder if like players collect themselves.
I feel like a few people, celebrity-wise, are like into cards.
Yeah, Drake himself.
People that I've even met. You wish
I've met Drake. Are you kidding?
Yeah,
I wish
before
we could
or
pop
after.
up the picture of me and Drake.
If you
I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
We will pop it up right here.
When?
When? It was
How long ago?
It was like sophomore year of college, so
That's
2000 and what? I don't know. Math. I don't know. Long time ago.
Long time ago. So that was more like OVO. Like
I think that was Take Care. Take Care concert. I went to the concert, did the old stock. Is that legal? I don't know. Whatever. I did it.
No, that's like before Drake was like Jersey Drake.
Yeah, and then I met him. We got a photo. It's not the best photo in the world, back then the phones, but I will send it to you. So that no one thinks that I'm a liar here.
That. You also have met and hung out with Post Malone, right?
Yeah.
How is he?
He is like, I felt like I knew him forever. The most normal celebrity in the world. Like not even a celebrity.
He's a normal dude.
So nice, so cool. He was just like playing Magic. Happy to take photos, like happy to talk to everybody.
Maybe he'll pull up to the National. Pretty sick.
Oh my God, could you imagine?
Or Aoki. Didn't you do something with Aoki once?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I think he was at the National last year, so he'll probably be there.
I think he's going to be there because I think the week before or something he has an event there because he goes down to AC.
Yeah, he has an event at HQ, actually, I think.
The week of?
I forgot the date when I was driving down.
Because he's already down there once this summer. I'd love to go see
Maybe
him.
the week before. I would go too. That would be fun.
Yeah. That'd be sick.
That would be really fun. We should plan that.
I'm down. After the National, during the National is obviously busy, but after, August is definitely a good time to chill.
Yeah.
Take a break from shows and shit.
I think I have like one show in August. But they always like pop up like events or like shows. They just happen
last minute. I didn't want to go to Dallas, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
It's like
have you ever missed a Dallas show?
Yeah.
I
like relaxed a little bit.
Tyler, what do you call yourself?
Texas Tyler.
Texas Tyler. We have Texas Tyler. We have What are the other names? Miami, Tampa Tyler.
Tampa Tyler, Miami Santi,
Miami
Texas
Santi.
Tyler.
Miami Santi's the best.
There's something with Nashville. I forget what it is. I forget it. Oh, Tennessee Tyler.
Tennessee Tyler. I love it.
Can't go wrong.
That's awesome.
Do you have any like favorite shows to travel to?
Well, I really do love the Dallas show. It's
Pretty nice.
so big, and there's so much Pokemon and sports, and like a mix of
isn't there
Marvel
like another
and
Pokemon show that goes on, DFW or something? Like
I don't
another.
know.
No, haven't you been out there for just like a Pokemon show?
Yeah, it was like a Collecticon type thing, and I love those. Don't get me wrong, but I like the mix of like having the other stuff there.
Mhm.
Like I like the mix of sports. I collect soccer too, and like wrestling, and I like to see a little bit of everything.
I've been seeing, like I said, I've seen you post in wrestling. What got you
Yeah.
into ripping that stuff?
Well, I watched with my dad and brother as a kid all of the time. I've always
Okay.
I watched that new the shows that have like come out on E,
Oh, like Barry
Total
Trent, like
Bellas or like
I don't watch that shit.
all that. It's really good actually.
I'm good on that.
honestly. I don't know. It's just like a fun. You can't do the same thing every day. It's just not.
You gotta
exciting.
watch the Hidden Treasures ones where some of the former like wrestlers go out on the road with this one dude that's doing it or like looking for stuff, and they go and try and track down shit they wore like 30, 40 years ago.
Oh my god, I love that.
It's nuts.
I also love the vintage clothes, like all the wrestling tees and stuff.
Mhm.
Like obsessed. I always go thrifting for the old T-shirts.
It's hard to find and they're
I
expensive.
know you have some good ones, and they are
I do.
so expensive.
There's a
like
couple on the wall over there
$250 or
somewhere.
something. All right, I gotta go
Yeah,
shopping here.
it depends. Like I'm a big Dennis Rodman guy, and he had a little wrestling run, and his wrestling tees are like $500, $600, $700, $800.
That's crazy.
He's nuts.
That's crazy. I'm always checking like Mercari and all that for people that don't know what they have. You
Yeah,
know.
I'll be selling the reprints sometimes.
Oh, I know.
They always make the reprints. Who is your favorite wrestler though? Go Diva and
I would say The Rock was my favorite growing up.
the GOAT.
My favorite now, my diva favorite are Nikki and Brie Bella.
They're not. I actually met them in Chantilly a couple weeks ago.
Oh my god, I heard that they were there. I was
they
so
were there.
freaking jealous that I wasn't there.
They're on lockdown. The WWE guys are always on lockdown backstage, like very, very strict.
Yeah.
But-
And also I met Barbie Blank.
Kelly.
Yeah, I met Kelly a couple
cool.
months ago at a show, and I've never paid to get my photo taken with
Uh-huh.
anyone before, and I was like, I gotta get my photo
Well,
with
you
her.
were like, oh shit, I remember her.
Yeah.
She was on some show too, right?
She was on Total Divas,
She was?
pretty sure.
I don't know.
You never watched it. You missed out on some
Definitely
some
not.
good drama.
I don't know. I got into wrestling like late, and then now obviously like I sell wrestling stuff here. I used to
Yeah, I
go to
love it.
a lot of wrestling conventions and stuff, and like those fans, as you can imagine, like you go to wrestling and you go to sports show,
Yeah.
fans are like way different,
Yeah.
and going to a wrestling show, they're like way more passionate, I feel like, than sports fans. They will pay if you have like, all right, that's 90, that's 100, 200, $50. How much is that? There you go. Card show, you got, 10 $1 cards. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you do $3 for these
Yeah.
cards? Like, no, like,
That sounds
get
about
away from
right.
me. But that's really how it is. It's like the die hardness, I don't know,
Yeah.
whatever is
Yeah.
like way different with wrestling. It's also a different crowd.
It is totally a different crowd, and they're kind of like actors essentially. I feel like
Entertainers.
I'm so sorry.
Entertainers.
Entertainers. So it's like, I don't know. You're invested in like your favorite entertainer. You know.
I agree.
So, I saw you went to. What did you go to? Did you go to WrestleMania?
Not this year. I went 2 years ago in Tampa,
Yeah, that was sick. That's like a goal of mine. I want to go to WrestleMania so bad.
and now it's a 2-day event. It was in
go.
Dallas last
Yeah.
this year, but that was the same weekend as another Chantilly show, and I wanted to go. So, but oh well.
Next year.
Next year,
I will be there.
I would definitely want to go.
Yeah.
Hopefully, like I think John Cena will be back. Maybe The Rock. I've heard
Ooh.
rumors, so that'd be pretty dope. This year, I was like, do I really want to miss the Chantilly show? Because there was like no matches that I wanted to see.
Yeah.
So I was like,
I've
I'm
never
not
been to
gonna
the Chantilly show. Worth?
Yeah. It's only like 3.5, 4-hour drive depending on traffic.
From Jersey?
From here.
Oh,
Easy.
okay.
Turnpike, you pass DC, go a little DC trip on the way back or whatever.
Nice.
DC's nice.
DC's fun.
Well, we didn't talk a lot about the National, so now we
No.
gotta
All right.
kind of like get into that. I talked about your event, Trade Night, Friday night. Everybody knows about it now.
Everyone knows.
Everyone's going to be packed. People are going to be lining up to get in. We already know that.
Yep. Get there
Going to have
early.
to turn people away. No,
I know. It's going to be fun.
But I wanted to go over like some tips and tricks because I haven't told people I do an episode like that. So I'm going to say some of my top must-dos at the show.
Okay.
So I feel like people have a really big misconception as to like what the National is. It's
For
like
sure.
a card show on absolute steroids, like
On acid, steroids,
Yeah.
all types of shit.
all types of shit. It's just way bigger. So if you go to Dallas is huge, but the National's way bigger.
Yeah, you can't see everything in one day, and I hate
No.
that's such like a statement. Like you really can't see everything in even
Exactly.
2 days. Like it's
Mm-mm.
so much.
So I feel like you got to have a plan going in, and you definitely have to like act on it. Like you can't second guess anything. Like if you see a deal,
Yeah.
go get it. Don't be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm gonna come back
'Cause it'll
later.
be gone in less than an hour, and then you have remorse.
Gone. Who the hell's calling me? I don't know why he's calling me. But anyways, I feel like that's the number one thing. You got to be ready to go. Cash
Yeah.
is king. Got to have
I
cash.
learned my lesson the hard way at my first national.
Really? What
Oh
happened?
my! I went with this much cash, zero.
Didn't.
They literally like laughed at me. Like you could do PayPal sometimes
Yeah.
and all that, but like
Depending on who.
you want a good like the best deal, like you gotta do cash. So hit that bank up early.
So, act quick. You're not gonna be set up, right?
Mm-mm.
You're just gonna be walking around,
Yep.
content, all that.
Content, you know,
I feel you. I'll have.
TikToks.
Tom might be there. Who knows? I'm gonna have someone follow me around because
I tried
Rob's
to
not
poach,
here.
I tried to poach your videographer.
Oh, Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rob's working on a weed farm right now.
Yeah, I know.
In Cali.
Like living his life in California on a farm.
He wasn't gonna go back. Shout out Rob in the Sky, by the way. That's my usual, show goer, videographer. He's working on a weed farm right now, somewhere in Cali. I don't know where. He's not doing videos right now because he's obviously working on the farm, and he's gonna be away for like 6-7 months. He left
Crazy.
right after. Honestly, I don't even remember. I think he's already been gone for like 4 months, 5 months maybe.
He was in Dallas, no? With you or no?
I forget when he fucking left.
Or not the Big Apple show. The
It was one of the
or
shows.
like one of those recently.
Not like super recently, like 3-4 months ago.
3-4 months ago, really?
Dude, I forget what it is. I think it was Boston. So I think you went to that show, the Altman show. That was like March. I think it was
I don't
March.
think I was there.
I don't know.
You might have seen my brother.
You went.
though.
I definitely saw your brother.
Yeah.
So that was March. So like I'm off 4 months. March is what, like
Oh my God. I'm
4
so
months
bad. I
ago.
have no idea.
So like 4 months, whatever. But he's gone and he's on the weed farm and he said he wasn't gonna go back, but he's there now.
They always say they're not going to go back.
Because the guy that owns the farm was like, this is going to be my last one. I'm going to sell the farm. He goes, you come for the full season, you get a cut at the end. So
That's
like,
pretty sweet.
it's like an extra, who knows?
Yeah.
Who knows whatever the fuck it is.
Good.
10,
Good for
10
him.
grand maybe? Who knows?
Oh my
but
God, imagine.
Rob's like, I want to buy new cameras and I really want to like get heavy into it when I'm back. So shout out to Rob in the Sky. We miss you and
we miss
can't
you.
wait for you to be back. Love Rob.
We love
Great
Rob.
guy. So I will miss him at the National because Rob is just like, he just knew. He just had like,
Yeah,
Just-
I feel like he was your perfect sidekick, man. Like,
he knew. He knew what I needed. I didn't have to tell him anything. It was just like,
yeah.
not that I ever had to, but like it's just being able to work with people that know
Totally.
you and
it's
get you.
so important. We were just having that conversation with my friend actually. Like, business should be easy. Like, I don't want to work with someone where it's tough to like explain
Mhm.
what you need. Like, so important. And you're so lucky to have someone that they just like get it and just can like turn on and do what you need them to do.
So that was my content, guys. So it's gonna be a little different this time around. And obviously you're like the TikTok Reels queen for Pokemon and shit. So like, do you have any tips for people, making content at the National for the National?
Get there as early as you humanly possibly can.
Yes.
Because once it starts getting packed up, it's like almost impossible to make really good content
Mhm.
because it's so freaking crowded.
Mhm.
Like, I called the guys like the trout, like they're like swimming fish like through
Oh,
the
like my trout.
yeah, like my trout. Like, it's impossible. It's impossible. Get there early, plan your content, even
Mhm.
though a lot of it
It's
is
on the go.
unplanned. It's on the go. But at least go in with like some sort of a mission and get there as early as you
So
can.
what's like your mission? Like what's like one reel or like some piece of content that you want to get?
I've been thinking of like some fun, unique ideas that like people that can't go, I feel like they like to see like a window into my day. So just showing them around more than just like, oh, look at these like cards, like I don't know, play some games, like rate cards, top 10, like top 5 best cards that I found, like I did at Dallas.
Yeah,
kinda.
with Jay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw that.
Or like most unique cards I found. There's like 101s and this stuff that like people didn't know existed. Like I think that's always fun to find. So.
And what do you like want to buy out there? Like what's like your goal?
I'm hunting for collections now. So rather than like
PC
buying
stuff.
like one slab or this from someone, like there's people that
Buy in
are there
bulk.
to sell, you know?
Buy in bulk.
Yeah, hell yeah.
That's one of my main tips of advice. Buy in bulk.
Yes.
The more you buy, the better the price
Yes.
per card usually.
And that is like a mindset thing that is tough. Like you don't know if you're gonna spend money are you gonna make money? Are you gonna lose money? Like you just gotta like you said in the beginning, you gotta just be ready and like pull the trigger and do it because that deal's gonna go to someone else if you don't do it.
I agree. I'm gonna be buying out there, and I feel like every show I go to, I know you've only set up at what, a couple
Like
shows
one maybe.
in Tampa,
Tampa,
Collector's
yeah.
Con. The show was ass. But anyways,
Yeah, I don't think I sold a single thing at that show.
but that's the thing. Sometimes
Honestly.
you don't sell stuff at these shows, but we'll be set up, and my goal is obviously to make money. Like I'm bringing
Yeah.
out. We are bringing a lot of inventory that has just been like sitting in my office that I've been holding for a year, 6 months. Like I put stuff strategically away to where like I know like this is where I want to sell it. If it doesn't sell, I'm not going to be mad.
Yeah.
But I just want to have different stuff. I don't want to bring the same stuff I always bring to shows because
Right.
this is the showcase. Like
Yeah.
there's going to be, like you said, 100,000 people
For
potentially,
sure.
you know,
Yeah.
throughout the weekend.
Are
You
gonna
never
bring,
know.
Are you gonna bring more stuff than you typically would to like?
Oh, yeah.
Because you don't have to get on a flight. Like you can bring as kind of as much.
I
as
mean,
you
I
want.
drove to Chicago last year.
Oh, you did?
And that
Oh,
was
man.
fucking
How far
12
was that?
hours. 12.
Jeez.
I stopped in Detroit on the way there and back, so it was 9 hours to Detroit, then 3 hours, 3.5 hours to Chicago,
Damn.
and then I did that on the way back 3 and then 9.
Savage.
So it wasn't that bad, but nah, I mean, I hate
Pretty
being in
bad.
a car. Next year it's in Detroit again, so I'll probably do that same thing.
Yeah.
But it's definitely better now that it's closer, and I'll definitely
Oh my
bring
God,
way
yeah.
more.
Yeah.
Especially because like it's just such a heavily concentrated thing, and I'm probably not going to take too much from the shop, but as opposed to like, so you've been to that Old Bridge show on Friday night.
Yeah.
I'll bring the bargain boxes from the shop there because there might be 200 people through the door. From 4 to 7
Yeah.
o'clock at the shop, there might be 10 people.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd have a better chance of selling them there. So why not
For
bring
sure.
them?
For sure.
Is there anything that you want to sell there? No?
Honestly.
Interesting.
More so just go for the content, connections, and buying. Those 3 things.
I actually had that down. Content, connecting, and all that. I agree with that. I feel
Yeah.
like everyone, not everyone, but a large amount of like the bigger, you know, whether you want to call them influencers or people in charge of companies or stuff like that, YouTubers, they're all going to be there for the most part. And it's like a good way to canoodle your way in and,
Yeah,
and connect on
sure.
stuff.
I feel like last year I was like one of the only, if not the only, like Pokemon, I hate that word, influencer. What else could we talk?
Curator, I don't know.
Person, Pokemon person that does content, content creator.
Content creator.
That's
yes,
a little bit better.
Easy.
So I hope, not that I hope that it stays that way, but it was kind of cool being like the one, you
Mhm.
know?
All right, I got to hit you with a non-national question real quick.
Okay, I'm scared.
Popeyes or Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, you're weird if you choose anything else.
All right, Popeyes all the way.
What the hell?
Why not? Like, what's your reasoning behind this?
All right, I'll tell you. One time I had a Popeye sandwich and the inside was literally red and yellow.
Mhm.
And it was the most disgusting thing I've ever visually seen in my life.
That's why I don't eat McDonald's.
Really? I love McDonald's.
McDonald's is straight AIDS.
McDonald's is the absolute top level tier.
Nah. You ever seen
Dude.
Super Size Me?
Yes.
Gross. You ever bite into a chicken tumor? Yeah, chicken tumor on a nugget. Never.
Ew.
And then I feel like there's way more like bony shit
I
in
had
chicken
McDonald's
nuggets.
for dinner like 2 nights ago. Thanks a lot.
I haven't had McDonald's since I was like 10.
Oh my God.
Been like almost 15 years.
I'm a big Wendy's hater.
Oh, all right.
We're not vibing, I feel like.
No.
Should I just cut?
Why
just
not?
Cut.
Why not Wendy's?
I also had a similar situation where I bit into something and it was like, it's all sketchy. It's all sketchy.
Oh yeah, but I don't. Chick-fil-A is way overrated.
I agree.
All right, so
no, I
like,
agree.
here's my thing, and I don't get people that do this. There's a Chick-fil-A and a Popeyes next to each other. The line for Chick-fil-A is like stupid crazy every time. If there's a 10-minute wait for Popeye or a 10-minute wait for Chick-fil-A and like no line at Popeyes, I'm going to Popeyes.
That makes sense. I respect that.
But the people that wait for it, like, I don't
agree.
understand sometimes.
There's always a line of cars outside of Chick-fil-A.
I agree.
But regardless of the line, I gotta choose Chick-fil-A. Do you like Subway?
No.
What the hell?
I don't know. I'm not really a big like sub guy. Definitely not cold subs.
Oh my god.
I like a good meatball
subs.
parm. Meatball, chicken
I
parm.
can get down with that.
Stuff like that. Yeah, the cold cuts. Nah.
What?
I don't dislike cold cuts. I just don't like subs or cold sandwiches. Never been a sandwich guy. Never been a cold sub guy. None of that. Not my thing.
Disappointed in you, Tyler.
I mean, you shot down Popeyes pretty fast, so I wasn't really cool with that.
That's fine. Agree to disagree.
All right. One more question about the National, and then we'll wrap up. So you got trade night. Basically told me your plan.
I did.
What is your goal? So like say the National 5 years from now. What year are we in? 2022, 2027.
Jeez.
Where do you think National 2027? What do you think you'll be doing then?
I'm such a
5th annual DonDiego TCG trade night.
Maybe.
It'd be pretty dope.
That would be really cool, actually, if it makes it, like, if this is a success, that would actually be a huge accomplishment for me. I genuinely don't know, and I hate those 5-year questions, honestly, because I didn't picture myself last year to be where I am now at all. But I hope to be hosting something of my own, maybe even bigger than like just a trade night or...
Who knows where it's going to be either.
I know, right? And God knows how big it's going to get eventually. I just hope to see it like not in Atlantic City. That's all I have to say about the 5 years. Can it not be there?
I think this is the last one in AC.
It's like...
So, I think a lot of people don't know this about it. So there's a board of people for the National that kind of decide where it goes, and people don't know that. So the people on the board are a lot older, and they've been around, they've been running it for God knows how long. So they've kind of strayed away from, the younger generation. And obviously, you go to any basically older show, towards the beginning of the show, it's all vintage and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not exactly what you're looking for. It's not really appealing. So AC is never going to happen again. The West Coast is potential.
Let's go.
But people don't know, and this is like the main factor of why it hasn't been on the West Coast in so long. They need 3 years in advance to rent out and, rent a facility. They need 3 years of planning. They need people to be on board with all that. And out west, like Anaheim, for example, is like one of the bigger ones that they want to do. They said that they can only do like 6 months to a year in advance, which is like just not enough.
Wow.
Because imagine they announced it a year before. Like, people start planning this stuff literally a year before.
I know.
But if you don't know where it is 6 months to a year before, it's kind of especially if a lot of people in the East Coast, which is like a big, conglomerate of like all the people that go to the shows, that's like the most important thing.
For sure.
Keeping the dealers happy.
Yeah, that's true. But also like the convenience that did you think Chicago was convenient?
A little bit.
I thought
not crazy convenient.
Like I booked my hotel kind of last minute, and I was still able to at least walk across the street to the convention center. Like in AC, as much as like us New Jersey people, like we love it. It's nostalgia, whatever. It's like we got an Uber to the convention center. Not you. You booked early enough, apparently. But if you're not at Caesars, you're probably Ubering every single day, afternoon, whatever. So.
And the parking over there isn't going to be too great either.
No.
So yeah, be prepared to Uber, park, all that good stuff.
Yeah, be prepared for that if you're not staying at Caesars.
I'm hoping, I know it's going to be back in Cleveland one day. It's like the IX Center. That one's really nice, but there's another problem. There's like no hotels over there. They're all like 5 minutes away.
It's got to be somewhere with like a ton of hotels. Have you been to, you've been to Boston. Have you been to PAX?
No.
Okay, there's like a huge convention center in Boston that would be like so perfect for the National.
How
if you're
big
listening,
is it?
like you should, I mean, I don't know like the
gotta be
dimensions, but
huge.
it's freaking large as hell. It's large
Maybe
as
one
hell.
day. National. Looking to
Listen up.
Boston.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just got to be convenient.
Where's your dream spot for the National? In the country.
Oh, I was starting to think like crazy.
U.S.
I don't know. Wouldn't Miami be kind of sick?
Yeah.
Miami would
Nashville?
be fun. I'm not the biggest Nashville fan.
I think it's overrated
on
as
the
fuck.
planet. Yeah. I'd
Nashville's-
rather like Miami or
Tampa.
Tampa.
I
Hell
like
yeah.
Tampa more than Miami.
Yeah.
More.
I do love Tampa. Anywhere in Florida, really. Maybe California.
From Florida, we love.
I don't ever want to go back to Texas. I'm sick of all the shows are in Texas.
I like Dallas, so.
Yeah.
I don't know. Other than that, I'm pretty much like done with the national talk. We'll be there in 2 weeks. Like,
Yeah, I'll see you
we'll,
there.
we'll have a good time there. But is there anything else that you'd like to share with the crowd? Anything else? Any other tips?
No,
Anything?
I mean,
Where can people follow you? Where can they join your stream? Shit like
DonDiego
that.
Trading on all platforms. All my links are in my bio on Instagram, and yeah, thanks for having me. It's always
Appreciate it.
always fun hanging out.
Always fun. I feel like I never even call you by your name, but Laura, thank you. Appreciate it. Another podcast in the books. We are taking a break after this one. This is going to be like the national pod, little tips, tricks, all that. We'll be back in August, taking a week off for the national. Not a week off. It's going to be...
A week
It's
off.
not going to be hell.
Off.
It's going to be work. And it'll be fun. But we'll be back. Like I said, check out the podcast. Subscribe to us. Breaking 3-4 nights a week on Instagram. Live sales every Monday. And that's about it. Next time you'll see me on this couch will be after the national. So see you later.